Hello! Okay, so first of all, I do apologise if you've been waiting on a YouTube upload from me, because it's been like 4 or 5 months or something crazy. As you can probably tell, there's been a lack of things going on this year. But yeah, we're going to do a reaction video today. There was a competition back in August, if you don't know, called Superball, which is the World Championships in football freestyle. It happens every single year in Prague in the Czech Republic. Normally these days there's like 400, 500 football freestylers. They all come together and we do battles against each other. It's like showing off your best tricks. The judges decide who the winner is, and eventually we find out who the number one is based on the battles, and they're declared as the world champion. Now within the competition there's other little competitions like best trick and Sec 3 lower competitions, things like that. But the one a lot of people focus on, a lot of people are interested in, is the battles. And I took part in the battles this year, so I'm going to play back all the footage that I have from the competition and react to it and, weigh up how I did compared to my opponents and stuff like that. So it should be a bit of fun. So I should probably start off by saying this competition is the World Championships, and it is supposed to judge like who's the best in the world. But obviously with the pandemic, there's a lot of top guys that weren't able to make it to the competition. So you shouldn't take this as a true reflection as the official world rankings. The way the battles work is you get thrown into a qualification battle at the start because they want to determine, who can reach the top 32. So with that, each freestyler is ranked, seeded, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So if you're one of the best guys in the world, you're going to be ranked number 1. And if you're, if you've done well in previous competitions and things like that, you might get a number 2, number 3 spot. If you've not competed before, or you're just not very good, you're going to be ranked as number 4, and that's going to give you a harder battle because a seed 1, 2, 3 and 4 are going to go into a group against each other. So I got 3rd seed, luckily. I probably should have been a 4th seed, but then they've watched some of my videos and ranked me above some of the 4th seed players, so lucky enough I got in there, and I was hoping to get a better draw. I got a tough draw. My group consisted of David Pisani, who's one of the best in Italy. He's been freestyling about 10 years, that's a guess. I think it's about 10 years or so. So he's a top level guy. Horvey from the Czech Republic, who I had not heard of before, went straight to his Instagram to check him out. Class, world class, just, have very little chance against him. Then I was obviously the 3rd seed, and so the 4th seed was my buddy Ross Brown. So my aim here was to get 2nd place. If I can sneak into 2nd, that would just be phenomenal, because the 2 guys that are ranked number 1 and 2, they're world class freestylers. I'm relying on those guys to make mistakes, realistically, for me to kind of pop in there, and it'll take a good performance even with that. So I'm going to play it for you now, and we'll see what happened. So here we come to the stage, repping the Northern Ireland top. Quick shout out to Luca Placentino for filming these battles, by the way. He did a good job. I know it's shaky at the minute, but realistically he's just waiting on the battle to start. So game plan going into this battle was pretty much don't drop, and I've got a couple of signature kind of big moves that I can pull out, and I know I'm going to need them to beat these guys. So the plan is just to kind of keep it consistent, plenty of uppers and clippers and stuff like that, stuff that I'm good at, just to make sure that I don't drop the ball at least more than 3 times, because then it's just going to be impossible to win. So little handshakes and stuff before the battles. And it goes in reverse order, so the 4th seed starts. So here goes Ross with his first round. Lovely little camera angle here. Drop! Ross told me what happened there. He started off pretty well actually, but then obviously it bounced off his head and fell. He was going to catch the ball in his neck again, but he seen a sweat patch on the floor. He said if he was going to step into it to catch the ball, he would have just slipped and fell in his arse, so he decided not to. He decided to just head it and take the loss. Decent round. Here's my round. Onto the chest, trying to keep it simple.
Hey! Come on, Sam!
That combo was a bit, it was pretty good, I've done pretty well and been consistent here, but I was a bit rusty. Like that. Yeah, so I was happy with my round, but I did feel a bit uncomfortable just on the stage in terms of it was a little bit sticky trying to put a combo together with the lowers. That was my only problem. Here's Horby with the big moves, but that's a big drop for him actually. That's a good trick. With an alt 2 rev. Yeah, good round for Horby as well. Here's Dav from Italy. Drop for him too. So at this point I'm pretty happy. You know, my round was decent. And now Dav's really showing his stuff. Hardcore lowers are hard to top.
Love a good groove.
Yeah, round 1, pretty close all round. Gotta be honest, there's not much in it between any of the players.
Hey.
Ross has found his feet here. Soul's looking good. Then a bad drop. And then he went for this V-stall move. That's unlucky not to get that because his round was pretty good before that.
Hey. Hey. Oh. Yeah.
Clearly I found my feet at this point. Crowd went well. Crowd bigged me up for that one, so I was happy with it. There's a couple of drops from Horby, so he's in trouble at this point because my round was very good there. That's potentially my best round of the competition. Good 2 rev combo there. So that's the thing about, you know, I'm kind of in battle with Horby and Dav, and even though these guys are dropping and they dropped a couple of times, some of the big tricks they pull out are just mental, and it can depend on the judge's interpretation as to whether the big moves like this are much better than my big moves, and if you have to count the drops and what the comparison is and stuff like that, it's all based on the judge's call, really. Especially when it's this close. Should also go hardcore as well. Oh no! I'm laughing at Ross here because I can. I genuinely wanted him to do really well. He was disappointed with the drops, but overall, when you look at this, it was a good performance from him. But when you're 4th seed against these 2 guys as well, it's pretty tough. Right, final round. This could mean a lot because at this point I'm definitely still in it. Oh, there's a drop. I was gutted to drop that 3rd one because I wasn't going to go for it. I just wanted 2 eclipses. Something that benefited my freestyle here was that it's a bit different. Oh, I remember this. That was on the drop as well. If I lovely finish. It's good because some of the judges haven't seen my tricks before, and there's that element of surprise. Here's Horby going for the J stall again. And he's dropped that one. But yeah, some of my tricks, they've not seen before, and it's kind of unexpected freestyle, and that goes a long way in terms of point scoring and, rating my stuff quite highly. I think that, for me, was the best trick of the whole, what do you call it, our group.
Oh shit.
How does Dav do all that stuff and then drop a neck to soul? Well, he got it there. Another drop for Dav, which is disappointing for him because, his lowers have been so good. that's ridiculous at the end. So at this point, I don't know what's gonna happen. You know, the two guys that were absolutely brilliant, they had at least a couple of drops each, significant drops where you can see it going off the stage and stuff like that. I was delighted with my performance because that's, you know, as good as I could have done. The combos came off with the clippers and the lowers. Transitions were perfect. So now the judges are going to make the call. There's 5 of them. I think I said there's 3 before. They judge you out of 5. You add up the score, and you see who won. I think Ross got 6 overall there. It was out of 25, obviously.
Yes.
Here's my
Got a good score.
judging call.
He'll get a good score. Okay, that's good. That's good.
That's at 16.
Luca.
So now I'm trying to figure out in my head really quickly on stage, can I beat these guys with that score? And I'm not sure if I can. So Horvey ends up with 15, which puts me in second at least.
Oh, shit,
And then we see what Dav's score is. First and second is important as well.
Number 2, right?
I'll tell you why in a second.
Yeah.
3, 6, 9, 13, 17 points.
Oh, something second.
Dav got 17, so he picked me for first place. But mate, I never thought I was getting out of that group. So I was delighted with that. Yeah, the reason first and second plays a significant part is it's because whenever you get put into the competition, that's your path to the final. If you're a top seed, you're gonna battle someone that was a second seed, and obviously I'm gonna now play someone who was a first seed, so it's gonna be extra difficult. So absolutely delighted, qualified straight through, and now we move on to this was the next day or 2 days later. I was put up against Tristan from France, who was literally the surprise package of the whole competition. This guy is so good. I was mentioning him quite a bit in my Instagram story because I was like, look what I'm up against, and he would just do the craziest transitions and stuff that nobody's ever seen before. My biggest problem here is he's so good that you can't beat him, but it's because he's so good in so many ways. So Tristan, he had the creative moves and stuff that I could do, but he also had hardcore. He was better than me at lowers, better than me at uppers, better at sits. Transitions, it's kind of interpretation and stuff, but the big thing for me would have been if I can get creative and do tricks that the judges haven't seen before, I might get, you know, some extra points for that. But with Tristan, he has creative transitions and stuff that nobody's ever done before, and so that just overrides everything that I can do, and now all I can hope for is that he drops it a few times and I have the performance of my life. So we'll play it here, and I'll not interrupt too much because, you know, it's a battle and it's a bit of fun to watch on its own. Here we go, little fist bump for Lorenzo. I'm acting all confident, I'm not. I was confident in the sense that I know I'm such an underdog in this battle that it's just going to be fun, and being on the stage was so fun. So, oh, by the way, before we start, let's just pause it there. Before we start, the game plan is try all my best tricks, you know, just do the hardest things you can think of. Go with the flow, try and put it all together nicely, and don't drop, because it's the only thing I can do. The big difference between, you know, a game plan is I'm going to try really hard tricks that I get like 1 out of 2 times. Like, I was practicing a Sven around the world on the stage, which is, you know, I'll put it on the screen now. But I was practicing that on the stage just to kind of get a feel for it. Like an hour before the competition, I must have done like, you know, 10 of them, just to see if I could have that on point for battle time. And still wasn't totally confident, but you've got to go for it. You got to try all these big tricks now. But yeah, I'm gonna just get on with it. Basically, the plan is don't drop, do your best stuff, try the big tricks. Hopefully, it all comes off. And if the crowd's on your side, maybe you can get a decision. But it's so unlikely. So just enjoy.
2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Tristan advancing. Thank you, sir.
Aye. So there you have it. Good fun, good battle. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed seeing the footage that you haven't seen before. I made a couple of drops in the battle. Didn't help, but I was beaten anyway, let's be honest, and had to go for the big moves. If you want to see me compete in another competition or tournament or something like that, and do this kind of video again, just drop it in the comments. Drop me a like, because why not? And yeah, I'll try and upload another video this month.